Hopefully, everything's solid. Rich is right, poor is wrong. Rich and I yesterday, dark and all lies. Alright, welcome. Welcome. Yeah. All one people. This is an episode of Bucket Seat. Yeah, so episode of Bucket Seat, we are with the godfather, I would say, of drifting to some degree. Because you never see me in one car. But you see me organize a whole lot of drift events, specifically slippery when wet, which is for the past 3 years, 2, 3 years, 4 years, slippery when wet.
That is from about 2008.
From 2008. And it has evolved to creating some of the best drifters in the Jamaican scene. So right now there's a brewing rivalry between two of the biggest M's, Moby and Mandeville. Because Z-Boss not really come from Centric. I live in Mandeville most of the time. We are here with Scott.
No, when Z-Boss at St. Elizabeth, man.
Now, I'm not going to tell you that, man. Z-Boss go tell us him come from, what you call it? He go see a Mandeville, but the other day when me up there, the man them say no go so 2 months of time him there, a Mandeville sent in account.
Okay.
And him lonely down a senti, so. Alright, so we're here with Scott Arthur. We actually go over a few things. Specifically, what is it that we're going to be expecting at Drift Ruption, which is the first high-speed drift event that's coming up.
Competition.
Yeah, drift competition that's coming up in October. But before we get into that, let's hear a little bit about Scott himself. Who is Scotty?
Well, Scotty, or Scott Arthur, most people brand me as, is an event organizer. I've been doing events from about 2008. That is when Slippery and Wet started. So, Slippery and Wet really is one of the events that most of these events breed off, are coming off. And we have seen where it has been changed, have been changing over a period of time. For example, we usually have time event, and then we have the car park drift event, and now we're trying to do the high speed drift competition. So what I always ask, where is drifting going in Jamaica? So a lot of people is confused about drifting. It's my view. I can be wrong. So I don't want nobody, I shall put out a disclaimer. So you have different types of drifting. It is said that so long as the vehicle steering is turned to the left and the wheels are turned to the right under control, which could be oversteer or understeer, it is regarded as drifting. Good. So now that we're learning and we have some knowledge of it, we realize that in what we call Africa section, if that is correct, you find what we call spinning. It is the same drifting event, but they are more of spinning and getting the car out of control in a controlled environment. So it's more of an exhibition stunt. Now that we see that even though Red Bull is endorsing the spinning. Now we go across to the Middle East side. That is where the car park drift is more common. And then we have from the Europe side and the American side, we have Formula D and the Drift Master, which is what we now want to catch onto, which is the high-speed drift. Right. So that is where the drifting is. Now, when we started doing what we call dexterity, it is of a low speed. For the first up to 10 years, nobody uses second gear. It is just one gear going on a course. And you're being timed against the clock, and you find that the Montego Bay drivers master it. Now, when we branch and going out, we're inviting other drivers to come on board. You find that out-of-town drivers, I don't really want to call name on them, out-of-town drivers is saying that the time event is not fun and it don't really show the skill of the driver. And it might sound a way. A lot of people calling event drift event, which they're actually drifting, but drifting actually came about or recognized in 2003, 2002 when Red Bull came here. That is where we...
That was when they had that drift event at Dover or something.
No, car park drift. That is when Dover, Red Bull came and make it official as a drift event. We start to know how to score a drift event. Without using time, we find out that you can score according to how you hit the flippers. You get certain amount of score for hitting the pendulum, entries and control. So a lot of people will say, boy, they drift a long time and whatever. We're not saying no. But if we want to face reality, Red Bull came and let us know about drifting competition, car park drifting competition in 2002. And then I choose to take it on and we move to that.
What made you choose to take it on?
Because I see that it brings out more of the drivers. So you find that the driver had to have a little bit more skill than the average dexterity.
Gotcha.
Because when we usually do dexterity, anybody have a car, a front wheel drive or any car. People even use highest bus and could do a dexterity.
I understand.
You understand? So when we start now seeing, well, car park drift, is realizing that the cars have to be hanging at certain angles, and we start to know about smoke off tire. So that's what we say, all right, so we said that is the way to go.
That's how you know that the wheel actually spinning up and
good.
Stuff like that.
When I've been, so I have been with, and Nicholas Mann is the first person to win out a drift event in Jamaica.
Which event was that?
And it's a Red Bull car park drift.
For the, what,
2022.
2022. Okay.
Where we went to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And when I've been there, those type of driving I'm seeing, believe me, it's a different ball game.
Yeah, so that kind of sparks some of
the I say, no,
further interest.
We need to start bring with drivers. And then you start to realize that a lot of the drivers out of town, Mandevilleman, are mainly, they're the one that really start to put in. People might bash me and say, no, I'm going to do it, but Mandevilleman and the man them will start putting the Jay-Z and I drive with it. Not saying that we never have it down here, but they were the one with the bigger power vehicle.
Yeah, so then they put it in the E30 chassis.
Good, and then they start to saying that, boy, the power their car have, the time event,
no
work for them, a foolishness. Like, you know, spell no sense them a drive where them have to take time and move.
Yeah,
they wanted something to really show the power.
Yeah.
Good. So that is why I went that route and started to do car park drift.
Okay.
Then now with the car park drift, I realize now that the quality of the drivers, the car park drift bring out more of the drivers, and then we start to see that high-speed drifting is possible. We see the videos of Brand Diesel, that's Mandeville driver, Jamie, and I can tell you this, Jamie, I have never seen Jamie enter a competition. Jamie is one of them scary drivers there. But believe me, Jamie Blake is one of the first driver I have known with almost any car. Him have it sideways going anywhere. But me never see him on competition. But I can tell you that.
There are a lot of people who do it solely for the fun of it.
Fun. Jamie is one of those.
Yeah, some people can drive for fun but can't drive for proud.
good. I think James can be a very good competitor.
Okay.
Might be, I don't know if he can go bash me, might be a little discipline. We have to kind of curve him a little.
To be honest, most of the good drivers right now are the most unruly set of people
Believe
in the streets. It's once them go up on the track and them decide to say, yo man, focus on locking on the track,
They can't be trouble.
nobody can beat them.
But I can tell you that. So, as I said, we started seeing some hill climbs from GME, Teddy, Brandy's, Chevron. I see Chevron do it too. I see Drop Top Boss too. Piece of it too. So,
That at the SS corner.
yeah.
Oh.
So you realize, yes, we have the cars with the power, so we can do it.
Yeah.
So now, we are going to go with high-speed drifting.
Okay.
Now, one of the turn-off in the sport is that people are doing exhibition driving. So you find that the internet gives them a lot of credit. And we're not trying to take anything from them. If you go and do a poll on internet, you'll see all the drivers they're polling say are the drivers. But the reality of it is who can do a course within certain points limit.
Okay. So you're saying that exhibition is different from competition.
Far different. Far different.
And
when you're doing exhibition, let me show you something. So when you're doing exhibition, a lot of the drivers spin out.
Not a part of spinning.
And the crowd don't know.
Not a part of spinning.
No, it's not a part of spinning.
Oh.
It's not a part of spinning. They know and they don't accept it. It's not a part of the car spin out without them doing it. And them just stay there and just burn some tires and continue.
Okay.
The crowd love it. We're not saying no. But what? For us to go forward, we have to show that we can do a course as it been designed, how it's to be done.
Okay.
That is where we need to see, because my vision for this sport is to see our drivers on the international market.
We can take it there, man.
We can take it there.
We've made several attempts.
We can, we know we can.
And just to be able to actually be able to qualify on an international level. Some Jamaica is like a dot when you really compare it to the size of the world. And for us to be able to compete to that degree, and if you look all around it and not just in drifting, we already have a pretty good formula of drivers.
Good, man. We know that we have talent, you know. We don't want no guy for you say, we are saying we don't have talent, you know.
We're full of it.
All of the drivers, them have been to my event, and other event, them have talent.
And if you look on the one them when them just start, to where them don't know,
you see it.
all who start as rookie.
What the man them not realize that, although most of them free the competition, most of them, it don't make sense, we hide it. If you're doing the competition, you're not going to know where you are.
Why am I like the chain,
I agree. And I'm not try to force a man to go in a competition. If you don't want to competition, so be it. But it doesn't make sense. We are say we can do this, we can prove it.
Yeah.
So put me in a walk me out there, so you know, I take out any car. Right now, if the car can start, me then so I can
spin,
freestyle.
Yeah.
Good enough, so.
Yeah.
Nice and proper. But then put me on a course. And that is where you're going to see
the struggle come on.
The boys being separated from the men. I mean, no say it's hard. It's hard, you know. Because remember saying, you know, if me have you on the internet say you're the big bad man, you know, and you have 6,000-7,000 followers, I say you are the man, you know. And then when it come to a competition, one man of them don't know. You can't do the course. You go out there, I do all kind of things, and the man must say, no, man, something not right. I know you enough man no want on the level there. So you find them always give excuse. not to come to competition.
Competition.
Exhibition, now I tell you the fact, exhibition don't make you be a better driver.
Sure.
Because you're only out there just burning some tires and
Another
having
thing
some
we go
fun.
add to, you know, when you look on an exhibition flyer to, you know, the biggest picture them are the biggest car, the people that will actually top the competition charts too. So competition actually make you better at exhibition.
All right.
Exhibition will make you better at competition.
Now, Cutter is now the reigning Red Bull champion.
Okay.
He's going to Oman December the 6th for the competition.
Okay.
Right? We've been to Trinidad to get some practice.
Yeah.
And that is where Cutter take part in a high-speed drift. And we can tell you, a different ball game. You really see the cars them and move at crazy speed. Under control. So me I tell you say, the sliding and even the hill climb also, big respect. But to put it on a course, a different ball game. James Dean and all of them other man there. Competition them do.
Right, so with that said, we will narrow it down a little bit to drift ruption. Because I'm gonna assuming that drift ruption is your introduction for Jamaica to
high speed
drifting.
Competition. Not drifting.
Not drifting.
Not high speed drifting. High speed drifting has been there before.
So
every man them been doing high speed. Competition we are talking about.
So
where a course is laid out. You have inner outer clip zone where alright. So this is the format of drift ruption. We are looking for the top 20 drivers.
Okay.
So we're going to do some elimination. On the day, every driver is getting 2 runs, where they're going to be eliminated to the top 20. So even if we don't get 20 drivers, everybody is going to get 2 runs. And we're going to go to elimination to the top 8.
Okay.
Now, for the individual run, we have a course line out. We have outer zones, inner zone, touch and go zones, as per the international standard. The event is not a time event. It is not hitting ears to get points. We have official judge, our local own official judge will be in a judge booth. Cameras will be there for them to replay and see everything. We have cameras on the track. We have drones giving us footage. So we're bringing it to the international standard. So for the individual run, the drivers has to go through the clip zones as prescribed on the course. Then the drivers them who get the most points will qualify to the top 8. So you're going to have a judge who is judging for style. When we say judging for style, we're judging you according to the amount of smoke you produce, how comfortable the driver sits in the car. Good? So that driver is dealing with style. Good?
Yeah.
We have a next driver is going to angle and line. He'll see how much angle the car has, the line you travel to enter the zones. That's one driver's job. That's one judge's job. The next judge is going to do a transition to see how the driver flows from one zone to the next. How fluent he flows using the least amount of brake and stuff like that. Right? So those are what the judges are looking for. Now, when it comes down now to the top 8, it is going to be a tandem run.
Mm.
Each driver will get 2 runs.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8 will be going against number 1. Number 7 will go against number 2. Number 6
against number 3.
Number 3. Number 4 against number 5.
Okay.
Good. So when you're there on the track, it is a lead and chase format.
Okay.
The lead driver is expected to do the course as the qualifying.
Mm-hmm.
He has to go through the clip zones.
Okay.
Now, the chase driver, all he has to do is mimic the lead driver.
Okay.
Now, how do you score it? If the lead driver breaks and throw off the chase driver,
mm-hmm.
the points is going to be awarded to the chase.
Oh.
Or if the lead driver spins out
uh-huh.
and affect the chase, so long as the lead driver messed up,
okay.
it is going to the chase. Now, if the chase driver cannot follow the line of the lead driver,
mm-hmm.
the lead driver is going to get
Is there a maximum distance or it should be away?
No.
Okay.
Now they start off with the lead driver in front as it a lead driver.
Okay.
So what the judge comes in now is proximity.
Mm-hmm.
The chase driver, if he can go as close to the lead driver and mimic him,
mm-hmm.
he's going to gain more points.
I get you.
And then remember, you go back right round and it turns now. So you who lead now becomes good. And then the judges, if it's not a straightforward win,
mm-hmm.
the judges will replay, see if the drivers did the right thing. Mm-hmm. Because if the lead driver breaks too much, he's going to throw off the chase.
Yeah.
And if he does that, the chase is the one who is going to get the points.
I get you.
And then it goes down to top 4 till we go to the winner.
Finals.
So, a lot of people saying, boy, are we ready for this? We are.
I don't think it's a case where are we ready? I think it's more a case where get us ready.
We have the machines.
We have the machines. We have the drivers.
Have the skills.
I think one of the things that we should do is really just put fear aside and just watch how it evolves as we go along. A lot of times people look at the end result of a product and be afraid of the end result, when really and truly we should just embrace the process to getting there. Even if we look at dexterity never started where everybody became perfect immediately.
Exactly.
If you look at car part drift, it never started where everybody was perfect. The sport has evolved over time, and I think we should all just come out to enjoy this.
And before I even forget, Nicholas Barnes is Red Bull first car part drifter. Mm-hmm. Nicholas Barnes would be regarded. I know some people going to say yes, some people say no. Nicholas Barnes is going to be branded as the first official drifter in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. Like it or not, like him or not. Mm-hmm. No, Cutter no is
the
reigning Red Bull champion.
Yeah.
He's going to represent Jamaica.
Yeah.
This is when we get beaten for street and lane. I mean, I still take the beating. Z-Boss is the drift king for Jamaica. It no matter who want crucify me.
I mean, all right, let me tell you.
Car part drift. Hold on. Car part drift is what we use. It don't make sense when I talk about what a man can do, what a bush a man can do. Yes. It don't make sense a man go tell you, say, theme car more prepared. Yeah. That is your fault. Mm. The man come to the game and him doing research and doing preparation.
He's involved with the game.
Good. Now, for 2023, we had 4 official car part drift competition. And the man win the 4 of them. who is way for knock around the man say him at the drift king presently now.
Yeah. That's true.
And if a man say, boy, my boy, your son, this statistics we have to work off for.
That's true.
As statistics. So we don't want to move the goalposts to suit you. And I say, boy, this is when they boat and this man go up this one, this man do this longer than this man do this. Statistics we have to work off.
Yeah.
Statistics we have to
Consistency.
Systems.
Improvement. Evolution.
So, as an organizer for Drift Ruption,
yeah,
this is where we're trying to go. So for this event, what we are doing, we are giving away $1 million. We are giving $500,000 to the winner. Cash. We are giving away $300,000 to second place and $200,000 to third place. Some people might have say, yo, Star, split up your money more, man. Make up the man who come, eat, get something.
Hold on. You know, saying the Olympics back in the day when time Rome and stuff, they didn't play and all and stuff. And when Olympics, they just come into place. Second and third, they get nothing, you know.
Good.
A first place alone, they get prize.
Good. So me come say, them put up $3 after every event and a first, second, and third, me sit on it.
Yeah.
Me never say 4, 5, and 6. So at this me I leave it.
The people don't really get trophy for participation still.
At this me I leave it. $1 million, first, second, and third. Now, FIA is having a drift event twice per year, every 2 years. So for 2026, we're hoping to send somebody to Italy. If it's been held. It's been held in Italy this year.
Yeah.
When they came to us with it, we didn't think we were ready.
That's true.
Because we never get any practice, you know. And
we're
not going to send a man. Just take him and throw him out there in our wolf.
Because the embarrassment, we make him want to go back again. You know?
You understand? A man go there and then a man go say, this is the best thing from Jamaica, this and that and that and that and that. No. We are getting there. Okay. So we are preparing for it. So that is where we're looking forward to see the drifting.
We won't be able for every time something like this come up, we are considered to send more than one driver.
Good. So, see where next thing again. You know, make sense. Someone go say, you know what say, my friend around there so bad, send him. No.
Don't prove yourself.
You have to prove yourself. You have to prove yourself. Some people say about them at disadvantage, so this is money and them have this is money have this is money have that. You're not going to know where you're at until you take part.
That's true. That's true.
So the sponsors come on board. We're grateful for the sponsors. Main sponsor, 208 Bearings and Accessories. They fully take on Drift Ruption. Right? Title sponsors. So I'm just the organizer at hand now. Okay. Right? We have prospective and logistics brick in Ferguson, Westmoreland. They come on board. They have given us a lot of strength. We have Prospect Security. They are the one that deals with security for our event. We have Life Call who provide ambulance for us. We have Exotic Tiles who is on board. We have Montego Mines on board. We have StarTech, that's Colors of Jamaica on board. There's, let me see, you have Dependable Auto is also on board, and we have ECS who provide us with those banners you see. And all those promotion that we're doing.
That's an ECS Solutions, right?
ECS Solution. So that is where we're at the moment. So moving forward, as you say, October the 6th is Drift Ruption. We have the best of the best competing.
Something different.
And then we will know where we are in high-speed drifting,
After that.
where we are going with high-speed drifting. You understand? So, it's not a matter of a man start a carrier and dash go down the road there, so sideway and dash go this sideway. We agree that it's high-speed drifting, yeah. But how much control he has
Over.
it to show that he can put it there, get it there, get it there. And that is where we're heading. So, for October 6th, we'll be going at Jamway Speedway. Very exciting track, very exciting fast track. We're having gates is opening at 8. I want to kick off the event at 9. So for warm up, we're having the time attack.
Okay.
Dexterity former event. What we used to get the drivers blood pumping and get the crowd
riled up.
Gearing towards it.
What time will that be?
Well, that is what we're opening at 9. And we're opening by 11. We should close off, have a little break, and then we get straight into the high speed drift competition.
Okay.
Right. Tickets are $3,000 for general. For pit, it is $5,000. And then we have VIP, which is for $15,000. For the VIP, you get, I'll call it finger food. It's more than finger food. You have lots of food here. You get chaser to go with your liquor. Bar is there. Everything is there for the VIP. You have a height advantage. You're overlooking the track. You're seeing everything. Good. And we have early bird special. If you go on Drift Ruption IG page, you can see where you can get your Drift Ruption early bird passes. We're even providing transportation from Montego Bay, leaving from Fairview. So if you go on Drift Ruption and scan onto the early bird special, you see the transportation costing to take you to and from. So if you don't want to drive, we have comfortable bus taking you down there.
AC and all them.
AC and the whole works.
Okay.
Driving style, go to Jam.
And then once the event ends, you get our transportation.
You get transportation back to Fairview.
That's all good.
Yeah, man. That is where we're moving. We want all the drivers competing. We know the wear and tear your car going through. When you register, you go to the Drift Ruption website and register. Each driver who register before the end of September will get 2 tires. Any 2 tires of their choice.
Not bad.
Right. Tire Warehouse is also on board. Tire Warehouse Automotive. Jet cars, they're bringing in some new cars. They will have cars there on display. Okay. And Rep will show you the cars that we have. So we'll have to give thanks.
It's technically a family fun day.
Fun day. You might come down there and buy a car.
See, and you know we go at Jammers as well. So if during the downtime you want to get a little tour or do anything at the start, you can go and go do all that.
Good, and you have we're having giveaways. It is just an experience you need to see. It's history. It's the first we are going to see a competition like this.
Yeah.
And then the drivers get to
try
show the skill and
showcase some
right.
skills on never seen before.
So that is where.
So if you're tired of, well, not tired, but if you want something different than the rather car park meal of donuts and burnouts,
I see true talent. True talent is what you're going to see.
True talent.
After Drift Ruption, you'll now appreciate these drivers what you see. You know the talent they have and what it takes for them to reach where they're at.
Real talk.
Yeah, man. So
we're looking out for Drift Ruption. That's October 6th, bright and early. Remember, go on the Drift Ruption Instagram page. You're going to be down here somewhere. Jump on the Instagram page, check out, and see a Drift Ruption.
Right.
We're going to do another episode with Scotty though. And for a proper bucket seat episode where Scotty actually give us a little bit more insight on the business, Scott's art here.
Be my lifestyle.
Be my lifestyle.
Service center.
Yeah. How it is that it got to be where it is now. And we just share some insight with the younger folks.
No problem, man. I'm always here, man.
Or what you can do to be just like Scott.
Yeah.
Godfather of drifting.
Yeah, man. Respect, bro.
Respect,
Respect, I want. Respect, I want.
We need to check some more drivers. Some of them camera shy, but we'll catch them off guard.
Yeah, man. That's how it have to go, man. That is it, man. All right.
Alright.
Respect, respect.